broadcast as radio impulses into space. And all set that they're being heard on every radio telescope on the entire Earth.
Did you think it was?
Hello, hopefully you can hear me. I am indeed. Can you hear me, or is it muffled or what? You good? I'm gonna make sure everything's working first before I get started. Awesome. Where the hell was I going? Wherever at the moment. Deconstruction will grab that because my bank has now got, or did have loads of room in it. So let's go. Perfect. A bit quiet. Hold on, let me see if I can fix that. Microphone should be up full. Let me mess with it. How about there? Can you hear me now? Awesome. Am I too quiet, or is the game volume too loud? That's difficult to gauge for myself. And there. I have so much room now. They've given me double bank space. About time. You're gonna have to excuse me for a minute just while I get rid of some old junk. There we go. I have acquired too much crap and not been brutal enough to get rid of some of it. That can go. I don't know what that's doing in the bank. Keep those. Have you played Morrowind yet, or are you still waiting for it to download? So I know some people got on there late today. That. That. Ah, the Warden's awesome, especially on Stam. Stam Warden's insane. Not dual wield though. Two-hander in PvP is nuts. They have really, really good range. Like Cliff Racer and Crit Rush and you're done. Don't want that. Don't want that. I have so much useless stuff. Like really good traits, but the wrong thing. Keep that. I wanted to go heal, builder, should I go DPS? Up to you really. I mean, you can do either of the two quite successfully. I do like the DPS. I'm not really much of a healer myself, although I do like to support the group with whatever skills I have available. Bank increase is insane. It's about time. I need to keep that. I need to keep that. It's about time. I literally, it's like running into a room and tipping your bags upside down, just throwing everything on the floor. That's what happened to my bank today. Filled it with everything I didn't need. And now I'm just dumping it. Well, some of it. I'm not going to do this for all my characters because it'll take forever. I don't want that. Oh, I think I did some of this stuff. Anything that's a crap trait can go. That's a named, I don't need that. You can get that from the boss. That's coming with the build video. I'm halfway through that at the moment. Don't worry, that's coming. But yes, the DK is ready. This the Mag Sork was released today on the Patreon page for the early access guys. So anyone that's not on there will get it in 2 days time. So everyone will have it then. Just have to give them a little time with it. I also did the tank build today, the Immortal Warrior, and I started on the DK as well. So they're all coming this week, everything. I'm just going to be really, really busy. But I had to get a stream out today, obviously, because it's release day. Went into town to pick it up with no sleep, or barely any sleep. Because I needed to get it as soon as possible. Master Sword. See, that would be a shame to deconstruct those, but they're no good because they're V14. So I'm afraid you're gonna have to go. Yeah, there's 2 DK tanks. There's the easy mode version and then the Immortal Warrior version, and the Immortal Warrior, almost Immortal Warrior, is insane. Like, he was really strong before, but now his resource management is more rewarded. Because obviously we heavy attack and use Igneous and all that kind of stuff. We get more back from the Ignis now, and we get more back from the heavy attack, so we're actually up. Where am I going? Let's see, Vardenfell. Let's see some of that. I haven't started any quests or anything yet, so I'm probably not going to do that just yet. I'll hit a couple world bosses or something. Where's my coffee? I missed that. Let me see that on the stream again. Hitman headshot. You're a legend. Thank you very much. Come on, load screens. Okie dokie. Where are we going? I have to remember where the world bosses are now from when I was on PC. There, I think. Oh, and I got really, really lucky. Just ridiculous luck. I don't know what happened, but this came out of a crown crate. And I also got exactly the same one on the release of the PC version of Morrowind as well. So I have no idea what happened because my RNG is normally absolutely terrible, but I rolled the same number twice on 2 different platforms. But it's nuts. And he has a headlight. You can start him up. Okay, where we go? As you can see, I haven't been in Vardenfell on the PS4 yet today because I've been too busy making the build videos. But we're gonna go find some stuff. A couple delves, a couple world bosses, some of that. Incidentally, if it is laggy at any point, just let me know because I'm trying to keep on top of this. It's a new stream setup. Yeah, it's fucking amazing. There's no other way around it. Look at that. If you ever remember what Morrowind used to look like, well, 15 years later, this is what they're capable of, and more, in fact. This is a lot less than they're capable of because it's an MMO. If this was, say, for example, Elder Scrolls 6, like a one-player variation of it, it would be insane, and it already is. I'm getting sidetracked. I'll take the way shrine. Oh, these mushrooms and stuff. I did a video showing the housing items, and they were 400 crowns on the test server. They're actually not. Now they're like 50 crowns. They're really cheap.
You there, Outlander. I have a problem.
Take this one. This is Balmora. Hello. I did come here a little bit on the PC on the stream when it was live stream weekend, but this place was awesome in the original game. I mean, it is now, but I'm stuck. Perfect. On your site, help some tips to build your stamina builder. It's awesome. Any tips on the next character? Which version of the DK are you using? The newer player version or the end game version? Oh, he's getting wrecked. I know he's. Look at this bloody place. Wrong button. This is world boss. We need to go past Balmora. And I've got sidetracked, and that is bound to happen today, so excuse me if I get distracted looking at shinies. Okay, where are we? Oh, the buff count is awesome, man. Really, really helpful. For example, there's my shield. You can see how long it lasts. There's my Boundless Storm, so I can do 2 10-second rotations, and I know that I can reapply it in that amount of time. Or if I've forgotten, I can keep on top of it. It's really, really handy. See the off balance proc on him and everything. And also, the execute, the Mage's Wrath, it pops after 4 seconds if they go below 20% health. You can see it on the target. Watch him. There's the countdown. And it ran out because it died, but the countdown on the target is really cool. I still overbuff a little bit. Good thing my console would let me play. Dude, I had to reinstall the entire game this morning. I picked it up about 9 o'clock in the morning. Stupid early for me because I didn't really sleep. And then when I put the disc in, I had to re-download the whole thing because my original copy, or recent original copy I guess, was a digital download. You're going to make an update about the DK stand build on your website with the nerf to the medium armor, etc. Yes, I am. Resource management is absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. They've made it so that you have to kind of just pay a little bit more attention to what you're doing, and as long as you know how to get stuff back, it's not a problem. Well, this guy, it doesn't run out. Not unless I'm in real trouble. And the Stam DK is absolutely fine also. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's I had the disc originally, and then I had some issues with my PlayStation because it had the Pro and I didn't like the disc very much, so I did the download instead. And when I put the new version of Morrowind in, it just overwrote it. Yes, I have the collector's edition. I'll admit it, I went out and bought the big one with the big statue on the desk. This character's a high elf. I don't know about the digital issues, to be honest. I didn't know there was any problems with them. Ra, the one who won the giveaway that I did a few weeks ago, or a couple of weeks ago, he had a digital version, and as far as I know, everything's okay. Dark Elf Forward and DPS, you can do if you're using fire. Failing that, High Elf is really good too. Or Breton, they have 10% max magicka and really nice spell resistances. Spoiler! There's your map. Take a screenshot. Screenshot the video right there. There's a sky shard. Nord's an awesome race to play for tanking. So is Imperial, and also an Orc. I think Orc for me, apart from one build which is specific to heal and receive setup, which is on my channel, I think one of the other main reasons I use Orc is just for roleplay purposes. I think they should be tanked. Nature's Touch with crit is insane, confirmed. It was on this particular build, it was the alternate setup in the last patch. And if you watch my video that I wasn't leaking too much information of recently, I go through the menu really quickly and you can see that I'm actually wearing it. I won't go over the rest of it, but yeah, I'm wearing it. It was really strong anyway. Like, the strength of it didn't increase, but the extra crit is really, really nice. It's really easy to get as well. It's only a tier 2 dungeon. Ooh. No, questions are fine. Absolutely fine. If you don't ask, you don't get. No harm in asking. Ooh. Jump. Got a buff timer and I still keep over buffing. What's in there? They have put so much work into this place. Like, I thought Hrothgar was cool looking. This is insane. Crafting station. Wrong character for crafting. My other one's max, not this one. Increase the duration of your alchemical poisons by 4 settled. Ooh, that's nasty. Nice. That would be quite nasty with oh, we won't go over build. Really hot set. So with the railway station. Boss is over there. Now this one I did on the PTS when I did a live stream. Now all of the world bosses so far, if I'm at the right place, it might not be, are kind of soloable if you're experienced, but this particular one is a pain in the ass because although his damage isn't too high, if you know what you're doing, you need to interrupt him. And if you don't interrupt him, he'll just heal over the top. And I think they just killed it. They did. Yeah, Hrothgar looks amazing, but this place is nuts. A stronger DPS, Magical Temper or Nightblade. Ooh, tough one. Nightblade's very powerful. There's no dispute about that. But Mag Templars are also quite possibly equally as strong. They can heal quite a lot of pretty much everything they do. Their overall DPS is high and their execute is insane. Like, they still have quite possibly the highest execute available. Although the Nightblades is pretty strong. PvP definitely. Templar damage is really high. Nightblades are good at one-shots and that kind of thing, but Templars are a long fight. Really hard to kill as well. Music is mental. If you ever played the original Morrowind, well, enough said basically. The original theme is here and the original music and all that kind of stuff. Honestly, I don't... They're not bad at tanking, they're not bad at healing, they're not bad at DPS, but what I think they're primary for is support. They're very, very strong support. Yeah, Mag DK is really strong. I got a two-handed build. I have two actually. But they're not out yet. I'm still finishing them off. The thing with a two-hander is it's now viable to use them in PvE. It's not that they outperform single target DPS as such in comparison to dual wield. Obviously dual wield is always going to beat that, but their area of effect and single target combined is very much like this character here. Like it spreads across all areas of DPS, so in like stack ups, bosses with ads, all that kind of stuff is really, really effective. Single target is respectable, but all round single and AoE damage is really high. Oh, they started. United interrupt. This is a very cool boss actually. He's just... You do have to have someone interrupt. Where's my wall about? Not looks like it hits you. Fuck. Take that achievement. War Maiden sturdy it would be, wouldn't it? Yeah, look at that spider. That I heard was a rumor when I was on PTS, and then when it actually came out, I had no idea what to say. That was a shock this morning. There's got to be a couple in the Ashlands. Remember the one around here somewhere? Yes, it's good enough for VMOL. It's well, we're not trialing at the moment because we're having a break, but in our particular trial group we use 4 of them and they are disgusting. Really insane damage, like especially mixed together, because although you can get nice off balance procs on your own in a unit when there's more than one of these going down, you can keep almost 100% uptime on it, so the damage is absolutely insane. We've done VMOL multiple times and we have several hard mode completions with this setup and a couple others. Not necessarily just from not from our group as a whole, but from members of our group. And a few others as well. Also Flawless Conqueror it's happened so many times with many people with the easy build. The build was finished today. I said earlier when we first started the stream, it is on Patreon at the moment for the early access guys to have it for a couple of days, but then YouTube will be releasing it on Thursday, so it'll be out there. And the set's changed a little bit, but don't worry, that's actually really easy to get now. Where am I going? Map. Can't even navigate through my menus properly. Yeah, we've taken the build into all trials and they're really strong. It's all about your group setup though, you have to have a couple of them at least, but we take 4. Getting dark. Way shrine. That name looks like a delve of some description. Oh, hello. Group dungeon, group delve, whatever.
You there, adventurer! If you've come to plunder, we suffered a major setback at the hands of artisan Lenarman, a grave robber of the heart. With the exception of capable bodyguards like Vimy Lacroix, finding competent assistance has proven difficult. Unfortunately, she and I were separate. That's an excellent question.
I didn't do this one
Scholarship
PTS,
on the
did I?
subject leaves much to be desired. One of my less daring contemporaries believes it might function as a kind of codex. Difficult to say. A tonal codex sounds almost too good to be true. But I don't
yeah,
have
it's
the
in the
luxury
description of this
dismissing such
stream, actually.
rumors
Hold on
out
one
of
second.
hand,
Let
particularly
me just
when
double.
a
It's
scoundrel
not.
like
Oh my god, I'm
Lenarman
an
takes
idiot.
interest.
Bear with me just one moment. That should have been in there. I started in such a hurry, I didn't even put the links in. Where is my... There it is. If you give it a couple of seconds, it should update. It's in the description of the stream. Should be there now. And in fact, everything is in the description. The website, the donation part, Patreon, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. Even where the music comes from, it's all there. That was a schoolboy error.
Because he's not familiar with them. Don't be
I've already
ridiculous.
heard all this stuff. Let's see what it looks like. Let's go. Do you know what? I am, but I haven't got around to it yet. I've got to be honest. I got so busy with the other builds, and people keep asking me for night blades. I definitely got to get one done. Yes, I will do. I have the night blade. He's just not a new build. Messing with him, and I just put him to one side for the time being while the Sork was getting done. But yeah, I'll get it done. I got a stand night blade as well. Finish off. Let's have a look around this way.
Easy does it. You're safe now.
Yo, Ryan.
You're not one of. Like I said before, Naramo hired Kasuda to lead the dig. She's tough as they come, organized too. Right, Tholador and Tyrnia. Tholador's a sharp-eyed wood elf. We brought him on to look for traps. Tyrnia's a...
Oh, these you can have in your house. These little things, wherever they are.
What are you doing in here? Didn't I just let you out?
I don't know what
I
they
will
look
not
like.
have
It's strange,
Lenormand
but you can
stealing
have
my
those.
prize. With our friend here, I have nothing
All
to
this
fear.
optimism. Wow. No offense, friend.
I know
No worries,
secret
Belle.
paths
Thank you very
through
much.
ruins. We will shadow our
Yeah, I need to do an open build. I will. Did I just kill myself? Nearly. Find him.
Oh, you're a lifesaver. Literally. Watch for steam vents ahead.
Looks good. Yeah, I failing that I can just turn the game down. Hold on one second. Audio, master volume down. How's that? That better? Oh, there's some more. Dynamite, can you hear me now? Add a new vendor to the Crown store. Not that I'm aware of. Let's have a look. Special offers, it would, I guess it would be under, but it's not. Upgrades. Nope. Same stuff. And the crown crates haven't been updated yet either. You get one for the expansion pack purchase, and then the rest are coming later. Need to go this way. No, this way first. There might be a boss. It's really dark in here. Oh, there is a boss. Hello. War Maiden's Epulets. We'll take that. Impen. Fair enough. Hello. No worries. As long as you can hear me. I didn't want it to the volume to overshadow the microphone. Still tweaking it. The streaming equipment is actually working out to be really, really good, but I just got to get this microphone set up 100%. It's really strong, but sometimes I have it too loud, sometimes I have it too quiet. Just got to find a happy medium. And it fell off. We have to find whatever that name is. That looks dangerous.
Whoever you are, thank you.
Fernando, how you
went
doing?
Deeper into the ruin. You can catch him if you hurry.
You say is the best for solo. This is absolutely insane for solo. I don't think there's much you can't do. It's even better in a duo though. If you get two of these, they bounce off each other. Because one sets up the status effect for the other one to create the off balance and vice versa. And they excel with that bonus. And I'm going the wrong way. Where am I going? So up top or down here? No. That's rubbish. I expect it to hurt a lot more than that. Whoa. Well, I would see what the enemies are like in here, but it looks like they're all dead. And that looks like they're too heavy sack. Mine. Whoa, I'm not going down there. What on earth is that? No thanks. Okay. For the record, I have no idea where the hell I'm going. I'm just looking and you watching. Oh, pots. I didn't find this one when I was on PTS. I was using the other public dungeon instead. Forgotten Waste or something, I think. Oh, that's... What the hell is that? Big spinny sphere thing. No, that's not. That's one of those lightning dudes from Maelstrom. Just wanted to ask, I'm a dragon knight in North Tank. What should I become? Vampire or werewolf? Vampire. Werewolf only benefits you when you're inside werewolf. Vampire benefits you all the time. Die. Oh, don't run off. Really? It's gonna be difficult. Okay. Another one of Zenimax's treats, throwing bloody bushes in the way every time I turn my camera. Thank you very much for that. Shouldn't heavy attack about wall of elements down because poison damage sucks. This is going to be a pain in the ass, just going to go backwards and forwards. See how it is. Wall of elements down. More 8. I hit him. Who the hell is that? Oh, there we go. Coming down. Oh, another one. Some magic back. That wasn't so bad. Oh, it was a group event. Nice. Tanking dungeons, a lot of enemy NPCs. You know a way of tanking them. How do you mean? What are you stuck with? Oh shit! Get out of there. All of the bosses quite different. It depends on what one you're stuck on. PS4 EU. What's the best server? I couldn't tell you, to be honest. It's personal preference, just whichever one you prefer to play on, whichever is more convenient for you based on time zone. I play on EU. I do have a character on NA, but that's only when I'm up really, really late and no one's about. think it's more about convenience, really. Well, for me at least. Where are we going? Out the door. There she is. Oh, there's a way shrine there. Okay. Ow. How is it so far? It's really, really awesome. And look at this place. It's nuts. They've really put a lot of work into the scenery as well. Like, not just the public dungeons, but outside as well. It's really, really cool. The trial's good what I've seen of it so far, although I haven't been all the way through it yet. Just been messing around in there. I'm not going down there. There we go. Actually, what's up here? Nothing yet. I always see people in need of a tank. I don't make easy mode Sork or Stam Sork. Depends. If you want a solo, easy mode Sork. Pan, thank you very much. Always see people in need of a tank. Is it boring? No, tank is not boring. It's just that previous patch, it's questionable. People have different opinions of it, but it was boring for some people because if you were high health and basically how people expect you to tank now since this patch, I've been tanking all along that way. If you follow the videos, you'll see on the when they were released, like I've been using health tanks forever. If you can manage your sustain and understand the bosses, it's quite active and it's quite fun. But if you follow in the past what was typically permablock, that's quite boring, yes. Because you just hold the shield. This, for VMA, is really, really chilled once you get practice in. Stam Sork, a little bit squishy, although a lot safer than the other stamina classes. Once you practice Maelstrom enough with this particular setup, you won't struggle at all. In fact, I said to some of our group that one of the things I thought I'd never say is that I can chill out in Maelstrom, and this gives you the ability to do that. Zero stress. There's stupid mistakes that happen, and there's lag and all that kind of stuff still, but that happens everywhere, you can't really help it. This is very Kindler-like. Ah, I missed the boss. Tweedledum and Tweedledee. Gutted. With 5k health, 30k stam, 13k magicka, and 1500 magic recovery. Are they good stats for a tank? Yeah, it's not bad at all. I'd probably be more comfortable with more magicka recovery. But it's actually fine where it is. I'd imagine that's without a potion, so you'll be about 1.8, which is fine. No, I don't use fire. Well, use 4 ether if you want to, but the actual setup I can't strictly go over because there's a video out for it on my other website. But that's coming in 2 days. Don't worry. If you're not on the Patreon, you'll get it in 2 days. But if you have 5 ether, just take the 5th one off because it's got some issues. Sometimes while ether's on, it will proc off balance all the time. Sometimes it won't. It's intermittent. It decides whenever it wants to, and it's a little bit unpredictable. So just take the 5th piece off and replace it with a monster helmet or a monster shoulder. You'll still get really high damage with it. there's a couple of different setups that are going to be on, well, they're already on the video. There's a couple of different setups, Ether being one of them. If you still got it and you still like it, then yeah, that's fine, but just make sure you do take that 50 piece off. How, what is this? It's going to zap me no matter what it is, isn't it? Oh, these you can have in your house too. Can't press anything. I imagine there was probably a boss here, which somebody has killed. Perfect. Love that bubble. Oh, runestone. Let's see. Latest pan. Cheers for watching. I'm going the wrong way. I want that boss. Oh, and as you can see, quite happily running around spam and stuff, you're not struggling with sustain. You just have to make sure that you finish your heavy attack, otherwise you won't get that bonus magic back. Nothing around here. I need to go above, but I want to kill these guys first. They've got to be due soon. I've had a decent lap around here. See you later, Pan. We'll do another lap. Whoa. They're starting to respawn, so that's got to be due soon. I just spotted a ramp up there. I'm going there in a minute. Let's see if this is awake yet. Nope, he's not back. Whatever was supposed to be in there. Oh, the spider's back. What's up here first? No, we're not going to get this done first. I want to kill that spider before somebody else takes it. Can you use your horse in here? Yes! Oh, that saved some time. Watch me fall off now. I'm going to get knocked off my horse by these zappy things. Of course you can't jump. I thought it was twin spiders, it's just one. I bashed him. Can't interrupt him, that's handy. Divines, hands, warriors, poet, I'll keep that. Thank you very much. They need a little bit of a buff. It'd be probably difficult for a newer player, because obviously they lack the CPs and stuff, but that's still not very hard to fight. Now or before? Because it changed today. PvP's okay. It's a bit troll-like, but what do you expect? You get that everywhere. No CP, PvP is awesome. Battlegrounds is a lot of fun also. No CP is actually a lot more balanced in my opinion, because you have you were having really tanky impen stacked squishies that you couldn't kill and could one-shot you. Now it's one or the other. You either use your traits to defend yourself or you use your traits to do extra damage. You can't have really both, because you can't stack all points into CPs because you're not allowed to use them. So it becomes more of a choice of what you wear rather than just stacking everything to hell. It's really nice with my CPs. Well, for me, I like it. I know some people don't, but I think it's more of a challenge. Yeah, DK tanks are still really strong. They're not unkillable with no CP though. It depends how you build them. But then if you are built that way, then you're not really going to do any damage.
I was beginning to
So you become annoying to people, which I guess is the idea. You can pin them down. Busy? Nope, that part's finished. Okay. It's really dark in here. Really? Xbox servers are down? Shit. New enchantment on the potion cooldown. Do you know what, to be honest, I haven't even tried it. Couldn't tell you. Green Pact and Plague Doctor, if people are honest, have been being used for a very long time. It's just that due to popular demand, people were choosing to tell everyone it was crap. It was never crap. It's really strong. But any health tank is strong if you set them up right. Shield's not really nerfed as such. I mean, yeah, it's reduced in its effectiveness to an extent, but it's still very powerful. Like, it's a group shield. There's no other class that can do that to that extent, regardless of its strength being diminished a little bit. And with Equilibrium, I'd never use that on a tank anyway. Mercury Knight subscribe. Thank you very much. Welcome to the bunch of people that watch me doing random stuff. Equilibrium I don't like, and I do like what they've done with the change to it, because basically now it makes it viable for magical classes to use it as a way to sustain with risk for reward. Basically, if they use it, their shields are weakened. If a tank uses it, his shields are weakened, and that was a stupid move. Ignis is still very strong, but if you use Equilibrium now, you just selfishly diminished the safety sort of bracket, I guess, of your group by making your Ignis do bugger all. So that's what they were trying to do. They're trying to allow you to still use shields, but they're adding the whole, if you do, you're going to sacrifice your team for doing so. They want you to sustain another way. The video, again, sorry I did say on it earlier, but I think you only just joined. The video went up onto the Patreon page today for the early access guys to get their hands on it for a couple of days first, and then it will be released for free for everybody else in 2 days time. So yes, it's done. Failing that, there is a previous video to this, the original setup, but that has changed a little bit. But the skills and everything are still the same. So Thursday this build will go live. Along with possibly the Immortal Warrior tank as well. Maybe that will go Friday. but I'll try and get it out on Thursday. I'll get it finished this evening. Oops. Also, I leveled with this setup on PC recently from level 0 to 110 CP in like 2 days. And even without all the CPs and all that shiny stuff, it's still really, really usable, solo or in a group. It's really, really nice. Did Maelstrom, the normal Maelstrom obviously, with 0 CPs at level 7 with stolen gear. And it wasn't that bad. Obviously I have experience in it, so a brand new player would struggle, but it's still doable. It's just really strong. And sustain is not an issue, as you can clearly see. I can heal, I can shield, I can damage everything all at the same time. So instead of glass cannon, instead of glass cannon all out max damage and die, it does everything. And the AoE is really high. And I've just walked into a wall, that was handy. Oh, I can't heal you. I can help kill stuff, but I can't heal you. I can do this. Woohoo! That was close. You're welcome. I saw him dip then, I thought he was gonna die. No, I don't have any trouble sustaining in a trial or dungeons, not at all. In fact, there's one trial, Sanctum Ophidia, where this setup, you have to have Siege Shield, not just because it's what all magic are used to get rid of their magic when they get a bomb, but because if you don't, you cannot run out. The thing is, I'm spamming abilities and keeping my buffs up and just killing stuff, but on a rotation, it's pretty much this, light, buff, light, this, then 3 heavy attacks. Those 3 heavy attacks will fill your bar before you get to the back one. But it's all about stacking bonuses and lots of off balance. And the more of these you have, the better. One of the guys from the guild, a couple of them have done it in the past actually, but specifically Fel, who was doing some dungeons a while back when we were duo in just about everything you could think of. All vet dungeons and stuff were relatively doable, but it does take a little bit of practice. I think I've killed everything there. What's up here? Another dead end? Yes, of course it is. Yeah, I don't know much about Maelstrom, but need to. If you're using this particular setup, I've done the first couple rounds on Maelstrom like 110 CP. It's not worth it obviously because you want to make sure that you're 160 minimum before you complete it, although that's a challenge and a half to do, because otherwise the weapons, you might get the good one at the wrong time if you complete it at that level. But I would recommend roughly 300 CPs maybe, but at bare minimum make sure you've got your 75 points in the blue tree first. As long as you've got that, your damage is going to excel. If you don't have that, then you're going to struggle. So between 225 and 300, depending on your experience. 300 is a decent starting point for Maelstrom, in my opinion. Yeah, Stam Nightblades is very, very fast. Excuse me. If you know the mechanics and you know where they spawn, you can pretty much one-shot everything except for the bosses, and even they don't last very long. This particular character, you can take your time. Things just die as they walk to you, and what's he doing? Can't hit. Strange. No, he died. Just keep your buffs up and keep your shield up. And as long as you hit stuff that's inside your wall of elements, they'll do this. They'll just melt. And he's not in my wall of elements, so the damage will do. But they've got to be inside of it. Is this the right way? Probably not. I've got completely sidetracked. I did warn you this would happen. I've gone round in a circle, I believe. I've been here. I recognise the pots. Oh, but they've... Never mind. Can you have a blue tree for the off-balance damage? Okay. It is, but I would honestly... If you're using this build, I honestly would go for the 75 in the last tree first to get that off-balance damage, because you're doing this and heavy attacking inside Wall of Elements all the time. That's your main source of damage, but the rest of the stats are balanced out, so everything is equal, so it does a decent amount all round. You want to get that bonus to your heavy attack as soon as possible, and it's very, very strong now. They buffed it with the last patch as well, so not only was it strong before, but when they nerfed heavy attack damage, they then buffed this type of heavy attack damage, so it's very, very strong. Oops, stunned. You see, I can't hit him, it keeps pinging on him. Strange bug. Again, I'm gonna probably in the next week or so do a leveling series for this particular build, because there's a lot of people using this from start to finish. And I have a kind of, well, since I've leveled it myself recently on PC on a new account, I've quite a lot of tips for doing it fairly quickly and efficiently as well, with little money spent as possible as far as the skill and specs are concerned. That was disgusting. I gotta be honest, I don't know where I'm going. I've never heard you say more magic equals more damage. Technically, it is, but it balances out more towards your skills rather than your heavy attack. And then spell damage does contribute to your skills, but it contributes more to your heavy attack. So you have to balance them out with this particular setup. So you have, I mean, you could go all out heavy attack damage and nothing else, but then you wouldn't have high enough across the board damage, so it wouldn't balance out. So you'd get quite substantial dips in your DPS. Where the fuck am I going? Out here, I think. More spell damage is more damage, more magical is more damage, but it depends on what you're using as to how they contribute to each type of damage, whether it be a heavy attack, light attack, or skills. Looks like a dead end. It is. So you. Let's get out of here. Aha. That was where I came in. That was where one of the bosses was, and let's get out of here. Group event is done anyway. Skyreach got nerfed a little bit. I'm not quite sure how the XP is on the first bit where you do the chest, but definitely the last boss, for all that did know about it, killing those ads on repeat doesn't work anymore. They removed the XP from it, so you only get XP now from the boss. So you kind of have to grind zombies or something like that. Also on PC, when I was on there the other day, there's a lot of people farming dolmens in Alaka Desert, like just rotating in a clockwise rotation. And you get quite a lot of XP from that. Especially how fast it's done as well. As long as you don't get stuck in a load screen, because that'll obviously hurt. Get up. He's big. Vardenfell on. Is nice. Good night. That's what happens when you get off balance properly. Defilers, Divines, Arm Cops, I'll take that. It's convenient for a build because people keep pulling the zombies out of my area. Yeah, they do that. You have to kind of get all their attention, run backwards, and then just run around them in one quick circle, and they'll all bunch up in the middle. But if you have loads and loads of people trying to XP at the same time, then it's a bit tricky. Yeah, there's a few things that have to be considered. Obviously, you see that off balance proc there where it goes really, really high damage. That's what this build is based on. And there are ways to boost that so it happens a lot more often. But generally, oh, ring, nice. In group situations, you don't actually need the additional ways to force the damage. Two ways. One is Alambrius, not because of its damage, but because it has a high status chance. Because the damage is actually less, but the status chance is higher, so you have a higher uptime. And also Destructive Clench, or whatever it's called, that also has a high status effect as well. So combined with Wall of Elements, you can have a higher uptime and off balance solo. In a group situation, as long as you've got a couple of these, we usually have between 4 and 6. Off balance is up all the time, so your damage in trials and dungeons is absolutely freaking insane. Especially if you crit. Crits are very important. You've got to get those crits in, because that makes a difference between maybe a 10 or 11k hit all the way up to somewhere between 17 and 24. That 24k hit, or if it was a 17 for example, the AoE on that is increased by like 129%, which is a lot. And that's every half second, not every second. That 17 you just saw, 2 ticks of that, 34k DPS without the dots included, without this, and that's solo. So you imagine in a trial what it's capable of. It's just making sure that everything is turned on at the right time. Buffs have got to stay on, and these two are essential. They've got to be on the field. 3 heavy attacks inside that, beast trap, swap, put them down again. If you don't do that, your damage is going to suffer. You've got to keep those dots up. Also, because it's all lightning, everything you do can passively execute with your implosion passive. For those that don't know, where is it? This one. 15% health or less, 6% chance to just pop. That happens with everything. This. Yeah, the heavy attack too. Hello. Ah, fucking fell off. Doesn't matter. Let's travel out. We'll come back to that. Yes. That contributes to everything that you're doing. Your Boundless Storm, your Liquid Lightning, your Wall of Elements, your Destro ulti, your heavy attacks, every single one of those is dot damage. So that's very, very powerful. It will increase all of your damage regardless, even though you haven't got points in Elemental Defender yet. That will still be fine. It's still an increase to your overall DPS. The only thing that doesn't get affected by that is your light attack, which is bloody strong anyway, because they buffed them. And I only use light attacks on the back bar when I do this. Light attack, buff, and light attack, and then another ability. Nice swap. So I only do 2 of them. Or if I'm executing stuff, I'll do a light attack and then execute. And I can't do it on him because he's a one-shot. I'll do it on this guy. When you execute, and make sure Wall of Elements is down. Obviously your beast trap should already be down if you're close enough. If not, don't worry. But Wall of Elements is down, the light attack execute 4 times, and then rebuff. Now let's find another world boss. So I think we have to go north. Turn on the headlights. Ignore him. And this looks like some sort of delve. Could be wrong. Maybe it's just Someone to run through. Ooh. Take a screenshot. Sky shard right there. Spoiler alert. Hopefully you got that. Where the hell am I going? That way. I'm gonna try not to kill myself in the lava. Swap volatile familiar. Yes. I didn't put that in the video because it's not necessarily valid throughout, but what the only time I ever use that is on 3 types of bosses. Just 3. Because they're the only ones that don't go off balance. The Atronach. Check no, is easy mode early access up now? I tried to view it, but yes it is. If you have, I need to add you to the list if you've subscribed, but let me check it for you. 1 second. Volatile familiar. Yeah, basically, I'll explain this while I'm checking the website. The pet, I only ever use that in place of bound armor or bound Aegis, whatever it's called, on stone Atronachs. If it's a boss, specifically AA, the first boss only. Spider Daedra, because they're immune to off balance as well, and also Lich type enemies, like, you know, the ones that actually look like a lich or called a lich and they float off the ground, specifically the last boss in Vaults of Madness. So those 3 types of enemies can't go off balance, so in that case I use a pet just to buffer the damage a little bit, but the rest of the time I never ever use a pet. Although in Maelstrom it is really fun because he chases the spawns as soon as they're up. Even if you don't know they're there, he just runs to them. He's crazy. Holy shit, Jack, was that you? Did you just you did. You just subscribed. Thank you very much. Let's get you sorted. What I need you to do, Jack, is where are you? You're on here. Welcome to the club. You're going to get the early access video. I just need you to send me your email address that you are using for YouTube, the one you log in with, and I'll give you access to the video. So if you just send it via a message on Patreon, I'll then get you added to that straight away and you can view it. We'll do that in the next minute or so if you're quick. Let's stretch this window out so I can see what I'm doing. Where are we? I've lost my stream screen. 1 second. Okay, still learn the build, how to play it. How long after should I buff? What's the perfect timing? Well, the good thing is we now have buff timers. So if you look on the screen, what did they do with the heavy attacks? They reduced the damage of the heavy attacks so that they were a little bit more balanced. The light attacks for people that want to do fast weaves and stuff, and the heavy attacks were now more for resource use or for taking advantage of the off balance bonus. And this is the same way the build has been like since April last year, but it was only released this year because I didn't have a channel at the time. And basically, if you take advantage of all the off balance bonuses, you are going to get a very large amount of damage out of your heavy attacks. But if you don't and you do it other ways, then you'll get a lot less damage from your heavy attacks, but you'll get more from your lights. They kind of balanced it out a bit, which is slightly ironic considering we're working on off balance. But you kind of have to know how it works for it to make sense. But the build does it all for you. Everything is there. Mag DK is very viable. You just have to sustain a little better. Sometimes you have to weave in the odd heavy. And 2 of their skills is cheaper. The whip is cheaper by 10%, I believe, and so is Deep Breath, which is quite nice, because Deep Breath cost way too much in the past, and so did the whip, I guess. Post it to vid. Would a Wood Elf Warden be a good choice? I have tried a Wood Elf Warden, honestly, and it is actually really, really good. The recovery is really nice. They're not bad at all. Let's get you set up with this video, Jack. Messages. 1 second. Get you added to this. Unread messages. Let's have a look. You are here. One moment. Yeah, Wood Elf is very fast as well. Or they seem to be fast. I think it's because they're small. They're really short, so it just feels like they're running really quick all the time. But the damage is good. They get a decent stam bonus, like 6% or something like that, and they have really nice recovery. Aha. Jack Knight, the email address you used to sign up for Patreon, I assume that's your YouTube email. If so, I'm now about to give you access to the video. One moment. You should get an update for it. Giving people access on live stream. Where are we? There we are. Edit. Name added. Update should be with you now. Let's have a look at this. Right, back to the page. I was wondering if I should stick to my Nord tank or go for either Argonian or Imperial. Tough call. Nord is really nice. Really good health bonus. Really nice stam bonus. Really good reduction to damage, which is definitely required now. I mean, it wasn't in the first place, but it's really good. Argonian, really nice potion stuff, and obviously really high health. Same health as the Nord, in fact. I believe it's 9%. Imperial, I really favour over a lot of other things for DPS and for tanks, because they have really high stamina for DPS and for blocking, and they have very high health, 12%. And also your light and heavy attacks can heal you for the percentage of your health. More health you've got on that tank, when you're heavy attacking for sustain, you get a lot back. I really like Imperial. But it's personal choice. I mean, if you have Imperial, I'd recommend using them. If not, sure, Nord is fine. In fact, probably the next best choice. But again, it is overall down to personal preference. They can all tank really well. Jack, you got access, right? I'm just making sure. There's another dude on there. I had to re-add his email address. It's got to be the one you use for YouTube. If that's the case, then you should be just fine. Obviously, you have to log in. Awesome. And obviously, because the Morrowind patch is now released, all my build videos have to be updated, which means this month you'll probably get most of them for your monthly, which is done. Is there Dwarven crates? There's one Dwarven crate when you log in. If you, I'm not sure if it's if you pre-ordered it or whether you just buy it anyway, but you do get one. This is, I would like to tell you this is a fluke. I would honestly like to tell you that this is a fluke and my RNG was just insane today, but it was beyond insane because I got this exact same thing on the PC as well, which is, I don't know what happened. One crate, one mount, exactly the same mount. Ah, the robot wolf looks awesome. I saw one guy running past me with it yesterday on PTS, not PTS, the PC version, and it looks really cool. And the spider's really awesome as well, which came out today. Where are we? We've got to show you this. If you haven't seen it already, you need to see this. Check this out. Yeah, I know, really lucky. Look at this little dude. And he does stuff. He has a headlight. This is awesome. It's 3k crowns, the spider is, but the other one came out of the crown crate. It's fucking awesome. He feels really fast because his little legs go really quick. Definitely feels faster. But we'll get the pimp one back on. Where is it? Oh. Only problem with my transition between PC and PlayStation is I still use the PS4 remote for both, but the map is different on the PC than what it is on PlayStation, so I keep saving screenshots of myself. Taking selfies all the time by accident. Need to check that the other dude got access to the video, which I think he did. Excellent. 1 second. Notifications, messages. There we go. Let's find another world boss. We haven't found one in a little while. And because the capture card seems to be doing its job, thanks to you Patreon guys. I don't think I lost a frame yet. I don't want to talk it up. I'll probably crash now. What's this delve? Sky Shard and a boss, that's what that is. Let's get it. Oh, it's underneath me. Polk. Good name. One that's really dark. Hello. Just look at the map. Everything's dead. This dude just wiped the place out. I think I came in here on PTS and I don't quite remember where the Sky Shard was. So squishy. XP's not bad, but I'm probably enlightened to hell. Oh, stunned. Where's his mate? This is something I would like to see. I know it's probably a lot more of a challenge for newer players, which is fair enough. But for end game stuff, because everybody gets there eventually, I think they should increase the difficulty of the delves and the open dungeons, because they are a little bit squashy, including the bosses. I think 100k health or so is not enough. Not these guys, it's got like 30k. Did I miss something in there? No Sky Shard? Oh, as you can see, obviously I'm not using any spell damage pots or anything. The only thing I'm actually using is stamina pots, so I can block a dodge roll or kind of stuff. I don't really need any magical pots at all. I've got them in case of an emergency, but that's rare. Bloody Sky Shard. See off the edges or anything. Nope. What we'll do after this is find, stop getting sidetracked and actually find a world boss and kill it. Because I've had going the wrong way because I find shinies. In fact, let's do that now. Because this isn't going to go anywhere fast. Now we'll get outside the door. Oh, careful. Don't die. See that? Stamp pot. Anything you need. Probably doesn't help that I sprint everywhere. CP. Oh. That's the joke on me, that one is. Did you make a Magsock build, please? Lex, you know I got a Magsock build. It's this one. Have you only just joined, Lex? Didn't see you in here earlier. How do I get out of here? This way. Yeah, there's two Sork builds on the YouTube channel. One is the original one, the second one's the homestead update, and the Morrowind one was completed today. It's on the Patreon site for early access, but it's coming to YouTube for everybody else in 2 days' time. So it is finished, and it's this dude here. You notice I'm not going through my menus to show off any of the gear, because that would be cheating. Where am I going? North. There's a world boss, we'll take him. Watch me get wrecked. Lex, since you just joined, take a look at that. Shiny! That was luck, pure luck, twice. Wrong way. Sorry, I'm looking at the screen to my left to see all the comments, and I keep veering off on the map. My navigation looks awful. Like I don't know what the hell I'm going. Ah, oh, don't tell me you've killed it. I did solo this on PTS, but I was lagging hard, so I couldn't even pull off half of my abilities. I bet they just killed it. No! We'll discover this area here first and come back. Ah, I'm stuck. We'll use the 2 builds, then now we'll wait till Morrowind. Ah, I'm stuck. Wounded. Straight into a gap. Get me out. The Morrowind build is oh my god. Stupid game. Perfect. Fine, we'll travel out. In fact, no, I was going to travel to a house because that would get me out, but we'll run up the left-hand side of the map instead. Should I use the 2 builds that now or wait until the Morrowind? If you've got it already, what setup are you using? Yeah, rip indeed. What gear are you using? Are you using the Netch's Touch and Julianus variant, or are you using the Ether and Twice one? Okay, we'll run around. Actually, we'll sell some stuff first. No, we won't. That's a guild trader. Huh. Thought that was a normal merchant for a moment there. things up a bit. Ugh, stupid. 2 Lambis, 5 Necro, 3 Moon down, so 2. Using completely different setup, dude. Nice. That's not my setup, so I couldn't advise on that. But the one on the video, the Homestead one, if you have those pieces, just make sure you don't put the 5th ether piece on. Just replace it with a shoulder of something else. In fact, you can use 2 Alambris with it if you want to, just for the extra off balance procs. Not additional damage, of course, 'cause it doesn't crit, but it will give you extra off balance, so your heavy attacks will hit harder a lot more often if you're solo. If you're in a group, it doesn't really matter. Let's find a world boss over here. There's got to be one. This side of the map I didn't do too much exploration for when I was doing the live streams for PTS, so we might find something new, hopefully. I think the setup you're using will probably still be really strong. You just have to make sure that you're heavy attacking as and when to keep your sustain up. Does Beast Trap proc off balance or help proc it? Not strictly. It does a stun and all that kind of stuff, but if it's a boss, they can't be stunned and they can't be affected by it, so no, it doesn't really work for that. But it does increase your crit damage a lot, especially on the heavy attack if it goes off balance, because the amount of bonus damage you get from it is insane. But you can drop it for Destructive Clench or Destructive Touch, whatever it's called, if you want, and just put Ice Comet on instead, just so then you still have 1 Destro skill in your bar to get the bonus AoE, which is, if you don't know, just in case, this here, 8% extra area of effect damage for having a Destro skill on your bar while holding the lightning staff. So if you have Beast Trap, which I do all the time, or most of the time unless I'm forced to go ranged, then I've got no Destro skills, so I use the Destro ulti. If I use Destructive Clench, that's a Destro skill, so then I swap this for Ice Comet. That's the only change I really do. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just looking around. I want to find a boss. Whoa, that's a lot of Twilights. What's that? This place looks awesome. Oh, skill makes heavy attacks faster. No, I like the Destro. Much prefer how it is now. That's not a real door. Looks like a quest area. Oh, what's that? There was something to pick up then and I lost it. I haven't seen many treasure chests, but then I probably completely bypassed them. That, I believe. Nope, it's not a house. But that was a viable one. One sec. Trespassing. Excellent. So I'm not supposed to be here. Oh, I haven't done Dark Brotherhood on this dude. I should have brought my main. Something to do with the Thieves Guild in this part. Nice. But I'm looking for a world boss, so thanks but no thanks. I'll come back to that later. In deep water, you fall into the water, the horse stops, and you get off it. No, this isn't my main character. I use this one a lot, but my main character is a Stam DK. This is a close second though, very close second. In fact, I farm everything with this. Hence his name, Farm Face. I originally made him to, a long time ago, to farm Maelstrom, because I didn't honestly think I was going to do it on my DK, and then I flawlessed it on the DK, so then I didn't need it. So then I just messed with builds for the last year, and found a really efficient way to use it. And now it can pretty much solo most of the content, which isn't restricted by mechanics for more than one person. I'm not going in there. I want a world boss. Nope, not getting up there. Yeah, you can farm your tank stuff with the Sork easily. You can be a tank player and you'll like it, of course, but the Sork's really addictive. Like my Stam DK has a lot. Well, it has really high single target damage, and when I'm in a dungeon with someone else using one of these, it makes you feel really inadequate because you run up to one enemy and you're going stab, and it's going down really quick, and you look around you and everything else in the room has just dropped dead because the Sork has just evaporated everything in the room. It's disgusting. Thank you, I'll take that. Yes, it will take forever as a tank, although a little bit old school. People generally, when they're questing with a tank character, used to put a two-hander on the back bar for a little bit of damage and heals and stuff. That might help. Yeah, I used to play quite a bit on Stam Sork after the DK, but a lot more in the Mag Sork. Got, ooh, that's a cool tower. Boss, found one. Something's council. Solofan's council. This is going to be a group of them, isn't it? Oh, perfect. Ghosties. I'm going to wreck. Oh no, hold on, I remember this one. I did this on the live stream on PC when it was in testing, so God knows what's going to happen now. I'm probably going to get destroyed, but we'll try it anyway. Oh, we got help. Awesome.
We have been betrayed.
Oh, watch out for the archers. Hey! Didn't see that. That was a naughty one. He heavy attacked me even when I was blocking and still went flying.
My strength is measured in loyalty.
That is causing a problem. Go away. You should have been dead ages ago. Why are you still alive? Thank you. These are a pain in the ass. You've got to get these down real quick. They can one-shot you if they take aim on you. Gate. Thank you for getting rid of my wall of elements. Not so bad. No bloody loot though. Did I? I did. Awesome. See you in a bit, Lex. Rest of stuff on the back bar for more self-heal. If you're using the tank for quests, use a two-hander for the more damage, and you can heal off of rally or vigor. Game this is about, like, not really. MMO as standard, basically massively multiplayer online, lots of people doing quests and dungeons and stuff, but the actual game itself, it goes back a long way, 20 years plus, more than 20 years. Just to build solo for a couple of world bosses, but mechanics suck, maybe it's because of low crit chance. It's just practice. It depends on what target you're up against as well, because all the bosses are obviously completely different. Well, some are completely different to others. Mag DK tank. I have tanks on the channel, and I have a mag DK, but I don't have a magic tank as such. I mean, my recovery is very high, and it relies on that, but I guess you could call that a mag tank. Unless, of course, you mean one with an ice staff, in which case that I'm still playing around with. Let's make sure everything is running properly. Awesome. Tank has got the video as well, and it's working. Perfect. MDK, is it easy mode? Or they're almost unkillable? Neither, actually. Both of those are just, well, the Immortal one used to be used a lot more than he is now. Just because I've been in DK a lot recently. But the main is actually the infused DK on the channel. That one. That's my main. Also the newer player one, that's the same character, I just changed his gear over to demonstrate another way of playing. Nearly unkillable one is really fun. I wouldn't recommend it necessarily in PvP, but in PvE it's really strong. Another way shrine, we'll take that. Sure, there was a boss over here somewhere. We'll go back to this one. Hopefully he'll be up when we get around there. This place is massive.
Your tales of make-believe may scare off
I'm not doing quests yet. Do them later. Enough hours in the day. Do some of those tomorrow. Yeah, they mess with Earth and Heart. It's still fine. I was messing with the Warrior today. I know that the PlayStation hasn't got the newest patch, 3.0.7, but even in Morrowind, he's solid. Like the patch that we've got so far for consoles, that is. And Igneous Shields with the new patch that they gave us is really not that bad. It's still a really strong way to shield your group. This way. Daedric Ruin. There's nothing up here. I mean, there's obviously a quest area, but there's no bosses yet. There's got to be one nearby. And unfortunately you can't climb right up the red mountain. I tried it. Shifty Black just subscribed. Thank you very much. Welcome aboard. Yeah, I quite like Hulk and Drogo. It's just been altered though. It's not necessarily a bad thing. And having a big stamp pool is obviously very nice for when you do have to block too much, but it's not necessarily essential. Although you can strip all your points out of stamina and still get a hefty buff, and then put some more points into health. You can mess with it. Why is my wall of elements not down? Thank you. Ah, that's Forgotten Waste. I believe we did this on the live stream weekend. We did. We'll come back to this one. That's really, really good. Well, the group event is really good. World boss right there. We're going around the whole map. Take that way shrine for later. Thank you. If I should go for 64 points in HP and go for Plague Doctor and Impact, one of it still be good. Yes, it is. It's very strong. We have a member in the Trials group that's been using it for the last 3-4 months or so. It's been strong all along. It's really nuts. It's just that you have to understand the boss mechanics. As long as you know when to heavy attack and when to block, you'll be absolutely fine. It'd be really hard to kill, actually. The problem is when people perma block and then they run out of juice and don't know what to do, that becomes a problem. But as long as you understand the boss, you're fine. Every single boss has a mechanic somewhere where you can take advantage of a little window of opportunity to heavy attack them to get resources back, or Ignis Shield, or even Block Ultimate. Block Ultimate is awesome. And you can heavy attack while it's active as well. Yep, even with the new patch. In fact, the new patch makes it even more viable because you get more stuff back. That's the same way as I've been tanking for a very long time, but now the resources you gain back are a lot more. Like from the actual heavy attacks themselves. If you have low stamina using Igneous Shields or any Earth and Heart ability, you actually get more back than you would before. I think 10k stamina, you used to get 500 stamina back. Now you get 919 flat. Do you mind? Ah, typical. I get the freaking collectibles on the wrong character every time. Where the hell am I going? Round. Yeah, it's fine. It's still really strong. The only thing people are worried about is because not everyone, a large proportion of people thought that Equilibrium was going to be a definite way to tank and have high sustain and be able to block for more and all the rest of it, because they didn't have to put points into Magicka recovery because they get it from that skill. And what that skill has now done is reduce the effectiveness of shields if you use it. So if you do use it, you're going to make your group weaker. If you don't use it, your shields are still going to be pretty strong. Better than nothing, at least. And of course, stack it with Bone Shield. Bone Shield is insane, it stacks with Igneous. All it takes is for one competent member to pick up that synergy and you're good. So alternate the shields, keep up your heavy attacks. Just the same as I said in the previous videos, it's no different. We've just added a bit more risk to the game, which is fine. I like the idea that tanks have to be now more skilled. It's not that they weren't necessarily before. I mean, some are very good, but the ones that understand the bosses and know how they work will not struggle with the new changes. The ones that have hidden behind the shields without running out of juice, they will struggle. So it levels the playing field, so everyone, DPS, heals and tanks, all have to be equally as skilled and follow the mechanics a lot more. I quite like it. Where the hell is this boss? I can't even get up there. Basically, if you use Equilibrium with the new changes, and you think you're shielding your group with Igneous, you're not really. You do a little bit, but you are going to actually reduce the effectiveness of that protection. So if you selfishly use it to get back stuff, you just reduced the lifespan of 6 people because you gave them bugger all shields. So it's risk for nothing really. You don't get enough back. It's better to put max recovery into jewelry and all that kind of stuff rather than focus on that skill. That skill alone would be very nice for DPS, however, because where these magical classes are struggling really hard with sustain, not this one, but other setups, you could then incorporate that into your own rotations somehow, and the only thing you would lose personally is your own shield rather than everybody else's. So it's really risky for the tank, and it's not so bad for you through DPS. 5 TBS, 3 info, 2 Landers, 2 Maelstrom Lightning. Yes, that would be good. Or, if you can do it, damn, you need the ether stuff for that. 4 infallible, so you get extra spell damage. Actually, no, that's absolutely fine. That's probably stronger, because 4 infallible ether would give you get 129 spell damage, and for using the Maelstrom weapon you get 189. Unless it's infused, of course. The only difference is, if you had an ether staff, you could then get a spell damage glyph on it, which will increase by quite a bit your damage. And on the Maelstrom one you can't, because obviously you lose the buff. Keep forgetting the buff one. Just remember, the Alambrius isn't necessarily for the damage, it's more for the increased off balance procs. You can just go with 1 Keen or 1 Alambrius. Your overall damage will actually be higher. Activate this.
The creature's death caused a change to the rift.
Any of that stuff, Lex, if it's for this type of setup, I wouldn't alter anything just yet. You've got 2 days left
Exactly. Keep going.
before the video goes live, unless you're on the Patreon page, and then you'll see the full alteration, and I wouldn't waste your gold just yet.
I'm only alive because of your deeds. Thank you for stopping.
Yeah, the Warhorn is very, very powerful and should be used by all means. But in emergencies, block ulti all the way.
Where did I go wrong? Perhaps if I look
It's really, really strong. It becomes a choice depending on the situation. If you're not struggling for resources and you've got loads of ultimate, yeah, fire up a Warhorn. If you are struggling and you haven't got much ultimate and you're about to take a one shot or die or you're out of juice, put it on the block ulti. Just have one on the front, one on the back. Why are these mobs running away? Now, are there any more? There's got to be one down here somewhere. How are you playing? Not quite sure I understand the question. Why is my horse not working? Come on, get on it. Take that. I'm sorry, Julianus. Everyone can farm appropriate gear. Yeah, if you've got it to hand and you're not high enough CP yet for the optimal stuff, then yeah, sure. There's no harm in it. Decent crit, decent spell damage combined with Julianus. It will work. It won't be as high, but it will work. In the new build video, you'll see that there's an optimal setup to use, but I also do state in there, and this is a little bit of a teaser I guess, that as long as you know how to balance out your skills and your damage, you can pretty much match 2 decent sets and get roughly the same results. As long as you have good crit and good overall skills, stats, sorry, you'll be fine. So aim for about just short of 3k spell damage, 40k-ish magicka, and about 60 to 65% crit. If you can reach any of those, excuse me, any of those parameters with other sets, then it will still work. PC, what server? Rip Xbox EU. Is it still down? NA PC, nice. I'm on the EU on PC. That's quite new. Rules of fabrication discovered, of course. I turned my chat off in case there's people swearing in local. Yo, Alan. Of course my battery's dying. 1 second, I switch controls. Actually, I have a charger close by, that might work. Let's see. Might be good. Mr. 563G, thank you very much. Welcome aboard. World boss found. Awesome. Morrowind is amazing. There's no doubt about it. There are some on Xbox. There's a couple. Where is he? Did I do this one the other way? Max alchemy on the tank. Yes, alchemy max to get medicinal use is essential for pretty much all classes, races, whatever, and builds. The only one I haven't actually got it on is this character, because I honestly don't need it. I mean, it would benefit if I'm using potions, but I'm actually not. The only one I'm ever using is stam potions, and that's rare, then you'll get in trouble. I mean, I will eventually put it on this character just to say it's done, but I don't run out of magic, generally. Unable to view the video on Patreon, so I've sent a message on YouTube. Awesome, I'll just get you set up for that. 1 second. As long as you're using the email address that you use for YouTube, then we're all good. That should work out just fine. Let me check that out. Copy address. And I won't say it out loud, but you have the same first name as me, which is awesome. Where are we? Manager, YouTube. We'll just add you to the list. Do. And you have joined the Early Access Club. Thank you very much. Welcome aboard. Adding you to the list now. You should get an email confirmation in just a second, and then the video is yours to view. Share. Boom, there we go. You should get a message in the next minute or so. You're playing on PC these days. You know what? I'm actually playing on both. I'm on PC and PlayStation 4. Mostly PlayStation 4 because that's where all my main stuff is, but I have started on PC, yes. Mainly, well, for two reasons. One, to branch out a little bit as far as the community is concerned, so I can play with more people at the same time, or different times even, depending on where they are. And two, because the giveaways that I usually give away are primarily on PS4, and I want to make sure that more people can get involved in it. The last one was good. That was the expansion pack, so everyone could get involved in that, but I want to get some more stuff done. Awesome. You got the video. Good job. Only run out of magicka on this build when I kill mobs so fast and they can't recast my areas. Yeah, that happens. Like, if you kill stuff here, and then you've got to keep that on the floor. So if they move over there somewhere, you're like, shit, I've got to recast it, and eventually you'll run out. But as long as you finish one heavy attack every so often, or something dies in a destro skill, you'll just constantly get magic back. And if shit hits the fan, pop this and you're fine. Sorry, Lex, I missed your message there. VMA. Best player on Xbox EU is Supernatural, 600k score. That's insane. I'm not a world record holder for Maelstrom, but I don't struggle in there either. So, a little bit of practice with this setup, you'll be absolutely fine. You can just farm the weapons you need and then just never go back again. I'm not getting anywhere near those scores. I mean, what was it? The highest for this particular one was like 540, 550, something like that. Which is high enough. It's really hard to compete on the Sork scoreboard because there's so many people on there. DK one's not so bad. No, actually, Stam DK is my main class. This is my farm character, if you like, but I overuse this one because I like it too much.
Telvanni, the greatest of the great houses.
It's really easy to farm with. Like, if I run into a dungeon with Steel Tornado, I'm just going to run out of juice. If I run into a dungeon with this, I just kill everything. What is this? Where is the boss? Oh, again. See these dudes here? Alchemy video recently. Didn't drop it there. But those guys dropped squid jelly. And the same as in Dark Shade as well. They dropped them. It would be nice if one of them did. I'm not playing. Nope, the dinosaurs don't. Highest I had was 575. Bloody hell. Good score. I'm losing my bearings because I get distracted easy. Yeah, Sorks are really good for farming. Their survivability is insane. Like, I have 17k health, and as long as I keep a shield up, they ain't gonna kill me. Unless it's a one-shot or a stun or something like that. Something really powerful. Most normal stuff, like these, they wouldn't be able to. It'll take too long. There, squib jelly. Use that to level up alchemy. Don't have to find a plant that you're unlikely to find. You just keep killing these guys, and you'll get loads of it. And someone's killed the boss. So we'll wait for it. I think this is the one. Yeah, it's like the Dark Shade one. Yeah, you're bulletproof. It's nuts. Stuns, knockdowns, all that kind of stuff is a pain in the ass, which is why I use stam pots all the time instead of mag pots. But as long as you've got a shield up and your resist up, you're pretty good to go. You can die, of course you can, but it's a lot harder to be killed when you're blocking with a shield on. You're like a tank. Oh, that was quick. Shit, nearly 3 million health. Don't judge. Takes a while if you've got a block. You would go off balance when I'm not critting, wouldn't you? Perfect. Oh. He's not happy. you. Get back in. Oh, I got sloppy there. Put the shield on. Finish him. Warriors Poet Resto Staff. Yeah, I really need that. Not. He's quite fun. Okay, let me see this. I'm gonna so easy. It's not that bad. It takes a little bit of practice, and the trick with certain bosses is I got hit a few stuns there because I wasn't paying attention, but interrupts and blocks and stuff, if you know how to do those, especially since you play a tank quite a lot, you will notice those things. When it comes to using this, you'll be fine because you'll already know how to do this and you'll already know how to do this. So shields and blocks. Alcos is my mum's third sister's ex-boyfriend's adopted son. Really? I'll tell him you said hi. We don't have a decent ESO PS4 guild I could join for trials, etc. Are you on NA or EU? Sorry, I think you already said. You're on NA, aren't you? I don't know if many recruit on the EU at the moment, to be honest. There were a few large, friendlier ones, but they've all kind of dissolved now. So I kind of... new ones I look for. Are you on EU? Nice. Same as me. I don't know of any that are recruiting, but there are a few newer ones around that like casual play, which is quite cool. There's a lot of trading guilds, loads of trading guilds. Where am I going? Something down here. There's got to be something down here. Don't disappoint me, game. Give me another world boss. Also, for the guys that are currently or have just today actually joined up for the Patreon page, don't forget that the build video you got today isn't the only thing you're going to get. This month is going to be quite a lot. So you'll have the new tank, both tanks, hopefully. Definitely one of them because that was done today. You have the Stam DK, you'll have the Stam Sork. You may even get the Mag DK if I get enough time. I think I will have them by the end of the month. We're only on the 7th now, so I'm going to get them out quite quickly. I had to wait until the PS4 had, or consoles actually had the game because I wasn't going to make them on PTS because it's cheating. That's for practice, not for builds, just things change. And also, yeah, PC got early access, but the rest of the guys on both platforms, they all kind of need to get a fair share, so I don't release them until everybody gets the patch. Where's my character's hardcore name? Decent PSO guild for trials. Excuse me. I don't know of any actually. Trials and Vet Dungeons. Vet Dungeons you can get quite a lot on the EU server, especially pickups. There's loads of it going on, but you need to make sure that you've got a tank or a healer with you. I think that's the same for the whole game, because there are so many DPS, the queue is massive. But if you have a tank or a healer with you, you're more likely to push yourself to the front of the queue. And also the pledge areas, there's plenty of people forming groups for vet dungeons around those areas. Way shrine, I'll take that. I'll come back here when I do all my quests. Go south. There's got to be something down there. Can't just be islands with nothing on them. Oh, he didn't sink. Get up. Nothing. Yes, it still works, but you have to adapt it a little bit. That build video is coming very soon. So go for Thief Stone or Shadow Stone. If you've got 46% crit, you want to go for Thief. Only use the Shadow Stone alongside the Thief, unless you've already got over 60% crit. Depending whether that's magic or stam, that is a little bit of a difference there. 60 to 65-ish if you've got that without the Thief. It really depends on what sort of damage you do and what sort of build you have. But Thief is very, very strong. Thief and Shadow on the twice spawn, obviously, because you get both. But if you can manage, let's say for argument's sake, you can get 65 to 70% crit without the Thief, which is rare, but it can be done, then I'd go Shadow. But you want a decent amount of flat crit chance, because otherwise you just won't do enough damage and the Shadow won't be beneficial. No worries. There's a delve, which I'm not going into just yet. I want to find another world boss. Does anybody know how many there are? We've killed 4. There's got to be one here. Maybe even there. Didn't look over there. Go away. Hello.
Sarah, please, come on.
Somewhere. Cap the DK as DPS when the cake buff was active, then quit back when WoW. Tanks are awesome, especially DK tanks. If you're getting 80% crit out of your Stam Sork without the Thief, you should be using Shadow. In fact, if you get 70%, then Shadow's going to help you. Anything lower than that, probably not. But you know, it really depends on what you need it for. Whether it's flat out DPS in a trial dungeon or whether you're using it for Maelstrom. It's entirely up to you really, but I would definitely try it. If you can hit 70% crit without the Thief Stone, give Shadow a try. It's really strong. The nearest Thief Stone. Ask your friends, just in case, because with this patch, I'll show you. Ah, shit, I need to get in a house. 1 second, let me find a house. Oh, wait, shrine. Actually, I'll just explain it and then I'll show you in a second. You can get Mundus stones in your house now. The most common one I would imagine that people are going to buy, or 2 in fact, 2 major ones, would probably be Thief and Atronach. One for the recovery for the tanks and healers, and one for the damage. He's getting one. Basically, Lex, you'll get the same damage as Twice Spawn, but you won't be wearing Twice Spawn. You'll be wearing whatever else you're wearing. So yeah, it's really strong. You get 18% crit damage if you're on all divines. Like I said though, that's only viable if your crit is already high enough. If it's too low, if it's below 65 or below 60, it's not worth it. I don't think there's any more world bosses. I think we ran out of them. No. Ah, run away. The builds are actually already done. I just have to update them from Morrowind in video format. Obviously, they're finished, they're done, but the videos need to be uploaded. Once the Sork one goes live, because obviously, like I said, the Patreon guys have got the early access for 2 days on the Sork build. They'll have the tank one tomorrow, so the tank one's probably going to go live a day after the Sork, so most likely Friday. There's 2 tanks actually I've got to update. One is the easy mode tank, and the other one is the almost immortal warrior. The almost immortal warrior is actually done. I just need to upload it. And there's nothing around here. I'm just swimming around trying to look for stuff, and there's nothing here. Perfect. No more world bosses. So we'll find something else to do. Unless anybody knows any different. I found 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sure there was 5. Maybe there wasn't. Basically, it's like, well, it's not mandatory. It's just to support the channel, and for certain perks, people get bonuses. Like for a set amount a month, they get early access to build videos and all that kind of stuff before everybody else on YouTube does. Everybody gets it. Eventually, I think you get it like 2 days after. So today, the Patreon dudes got the video, and everybody else will get it in 2 days' time. But obviously, for their pledge, they get it a little earlier than everybody else. If you look in the description, it's very close to the top actually. It's in the description for this stream. I'd link it in chat, but I can't link in my own chat because I've blocked links to prevent spam. I think on one of my first streams I ever did, I didn't have that blocked, and people were trying to spam with gold selling websites for some stupid reason, so I had to block it all. But yeah, the Sork build went up today, tank build's going tomorrow, so the 2 videos for everybody else on YouTube, you're all going to receive them, obviously for free, on Thursday and Friday. Sork on Thursday, tank on Friday. It would be viable to grind somewhere a bunch of deconstruct crap. I've got to deconstruct all I have. Right, to max crafting, yes, that would work, but what you can do, this is kind of for another video later on, but what you can do is you can deconstruct somebody else's stuff, but if you have 2 characters, for example, and one of them's high up in crafting, or maybe not that high, if you deconstruct stuff that another character of yours has made, you're technically deconstructing somebody else's work, and you'll get that bonus XP from that as well. Also works for enchants. So if you have 2 characters, say Bill and Ben makes some enchants and puts them in the bank, Bill can then deconstruct them for bonus XP. Although Zos heard me say that, so they're probably going to nerf it. Hopefully not. It's been in the game for quite a long time. If someone else crafted, you get more XP for it. And because of the crafting bag, you can stack up so many resources. It's quite easy to do. Quite fast. There are no more world bosses. Either that or I have completely missed a section of the map. Okay, that's fine. We went to Vivek. Oh no, someone's dead. Oh, that's another thing with the Sork. There's 2 things that you're going to stack up on by complete accident. Supplies. Supplies. Nope. Slottable items. Potions. You'll get far too many. I have to keep selling them to get rid of them. And also, this isn't supplies. You will end up with far too many soul gems. This is just on this character, obviously, but I normally throw them in the bank and put them on another one. But you'll get so many bloody soul gems. It's ridiculous because 9 times out of 10 you don't die. Especially Maelstrom. You can get killed in there, of course, but you'll get killed less times than you'll pick up soul gems. So it's nice creating. It stays like that. Just refresh the page a little bit. Sometimes they do updates, so it can be a little slow occasionally. Let's have a look. See if we can find this. No, it seems to be good. Make sure you put /Xynode, which I think you did. Create a page. Let me check. Yeah, it looks okay. There's a Become a Patron click on the right hand side. That's how you do that. But if it hasn't loaded yet, just give it a quick refresh. It bugs out sometimes when they're doing updates late at night. They have a little bit of downtime occasionally. Best house for its convenience. Good question. I have a few friends that have various different houses for lots of reasons. And I'll show you what maybe I use and also what they use. Let's have a look at the map. The best one, a few people in the guild have got this actually, is this one. Snug Pod. Specifically if you're old mode Dominion, but if you're not, it doesn't matter, you can still use this because you have your pledge area right here, have all your banks and everything right here, and you can just go straight there and just walk out the door. Stables are, let's zoom in a bit if we can. Stables here, Undaunted area here, guild traders here. Everything is really, really close, so that's a handy one to have, and obviously it's free to go there. The Mournhold one, yeah, that's very good as well. Same applies. Another one for Oridon is this little one here. This little public house one, because when you come out the door, you're straight at the way shrine, where again the stables and all your nice stuff is. There's a few like that. Let's have a look. Also, Alaka Desert's got a good one as well. This little one here inside the bar. So if you're farming zombies a lot, have this little house here, and you never have to pay for this way shrine or find a way shrine to get there. Just travel to your house, walk outside, sell your stuff, whatever. There's a couple really, really nice ones. The one I have, which I really like, isn't for convenience. It's just because I have it. It's the one I saved up for, but this hasn't got a way shrine anywhere near it, so don't walk outside the house and run off. Just travel to someone instead. Yeah, like I said, the Mournhold one is nice, and also Snug Pod is really good too. I can't really fit much in it, but the location's really, really cool. There's a couple here as well in the starting areas. Any starting areas really, where they've got trading areas or repairs or anything like that, or a bank, are really handy. Vivek's got one as well, I believe. A little tiny one, although I couldn't find it the other day. I was going in and out of tunnels and getting lost. Anyone who hasn't seen Vivek yet, it's over there. We're going to go have a look. Haven't started the questline on this character, so you can't see Vivek himself, but you can see the place in construction. Bloody horse. When are they going to learn to swim? Now, this game aside, last time we saw this was 15 years ago, but this was all built obviously because in game we're 700 years in the past. Look at that. Fucking awesome. That house, it's going to make a lot of money going and farming with the sword. You should think it's up for a huge castle. Yeah, they are about 3 mil, I think. The one I saved up for was Matheson Manor, which is really, really awesome. I'll show you it in a second. I don't know if you've seen it before, but I built a market in there. Excuse me, I built a market in there, and it's work in progress. But that one cost $1 million. Really, really nice house. Lots and lots of space in it. In fact, when you get a house like that, it's a little bit overwhelming because you're not quite sure what to do with it. And graphics are loading slow here for some reason. Come on, catch up. It's the same, although I'm using my phone, so it could be. Yeah, it could be your phone. Let me check. Actually, I don't really use it on the phone. I just use the messenger on the phone. Let's take a look. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if you can do a desktop version. Like sometimes on the phone you can press desktop mode or whatever, and that will help. But on the phone, honestly, I don't know how to use it on the phone apart from the messenger. Why is this broken? This is not loading in. We got a bug. Let's get off this building before it crashes me. Good start.
Please, Vivek.
Like £3 maybe? Let me check. Conversion rates keep changing. You can actually alter that. Let me check. Yeah, it's 387. 387 a month. Or even 1 month, whatever. But it's 387 at the moment. This is what glass armor should look like. Looks bloody awesome. That's where Vivek likes to hover. And I can't talk to him or see him at the moment because I don't have the quest line, unfortunately. But the place looks really cool at least. Also take that ray shrine on the way down. Oh, the area's loaded up now. The textures have loaded in. I don't know what happened there. You can't see him because I don't have the quest, but that's what he looks like. There he is. And I want that statue in my house, if you can get it. And I also want this one. Looks really, really cool. House. You want to know houses? I can show you the market quickly. Come on, load times. There we go. This is going to be a quick one. I won't go too far into here because a lot of people have seen it already. But yeah, this is that house, the massive one. It's like the Mages Guild or the bank in Oridon. Here's the market. Just took a little while, but you're lucky today the lights are on. Sometimes a couple guys in the guild keep coming in and turning all the bloody lights off. And this is the pot shop. That is Bob Buckets, but he's not there at the moment. That's the skeleton with a bucket on his head, but I put him into the pathway because I was giving him some abuse earlier when I was testing the build out. Too many pots in the game, didn't know what to do with it, so made a pot shop. Some of these are achievements, others are crafted. There's a lot of stuff to see. Probably too much. But it depends what kind of thing you're into. Some people like dungeons, other people like making stuff. Thank you. There's Bob Buckets. He owns the shop. He has a bucket on his head, but I was hitting him earlier. No worries, Lex. Cheers for watching, man. I'll see you again soon. I'm going to get off here in the next 10 minutes anyway as well because I've been streaming for 2.5 hours already. We get paid. Thank you, Alan. Much appreciated. That's awesome. And I'll keep the updates coming as well. Obviously, like I said, there's another build video going up there tomorrow on the Patreon, and then the day after, the first one will be released on YouTube for everybody else. You get 2 days to grasp it all before everybody else does. I didn't pick up any more Daedric stuff or anything. Come on. Quick deconstruct. There's some stuff I don't need. Incidentally, I can see the setting, so it looks pretty good, but I'm assuming there hasn't been any lag, or at least not that much. Not destroying that. Yeah, it's the intricate stuff. It's deconstruct bonus, and also impen and sturdy. I don't really want the sturdy. I don't really want the impen either, but I'll keep them both for now. Actually, no, I won't. I'll dump this. I'm not really going to use it for PvP. Fuck it, we'll just keep them in there for now. I'll try it out first and then dump it later if I don't like it. I already have a place for that one. Just get all the loot that you've got, take it to the deconstruction tables or the crafting tables. Deconstruct anything that's green, blue or purple if you can spare the space, if you don't need it, and make sure you definitely deconstruct the intricate stuff and then just sell the rest. I did have a lot more money, but I brought gold stuff earlier for the video, so ran out. So don't laugh at my inventory. Ah, I need to squash that too. Don't need health potions. Don't need that. See, these make a lot of money. Ornate stuff. Loads of money. Don't sell that. Don't sell that. Do sell that. Missed a couple. Shortcut. Oh, I forgot to show you. That's what we came to the house for. Purchase, courtyard. Oh, you can search, can't you? Search, triangle. There we go. They exist. Still on the Sork. Just been running around Morrowind, killing world bosses, having a look around, and now just having a quick deconstruct in the house. These, we need these in the house. Never have to go chasing a Mundus stone again. Yeah, sometimes. Yep. If it's not too busy and I'm not doing anything in particular, then yeah, of course, people are around. I've done it a couple times in the past. Now, again, where'd it go? There was a weapon. Don't sell these ones. Deconstruct those ones. Goes up a lot faster. I don't think I had anything else here to deconstruct. No. Actually, what was that? Divines, prosperous. I don't want that. Divines I'll keep. Okie dokie. You can go back where you belong. Actually, forget that. We'll deal with him later. Otherwise you get bored. Works fine on your phone. Oh, good. Yes. Like I said, this house isn't exactly convenient for its location, but the house is nice, so I've got it for storing my stuff. As you can see, the way shrine's freaking miles away, but that one's really handy down there. So I'm gonna have to run to it. Oh, you seen the video, Jack? You watched it all now, yeah? Nice. You're welcome. Thank you for joining the Patreon group. Much appreciated. Another build coming for you tomorrow. And again, just to confirm for everybody else, that particular one that he's just watched is up live for everybody else in 2 days' time. Where the hell am I going? I've forgotten. See if that boss is back. I used to play other MMOs. I've played them since 1999, but not so much now. I don't have time. The ones I put the most time in, I've played about 40 plus MMOs in the past, but the ones I played the most are EverQuest for a very long time, part 1 and 2. EVE Online, that was for about 7 years, I think. But EverQuest was a bit more. I played them both at the same time. Pirates of the Burning Sea, which was awesome, and then God knows how many others. Just too many. But now I only play the one MMO because I honestly don't have time to do it, to play more. Especially now that I'm playing on different platforms as well. So I've got to level up like twice on 2 different places and more. Where's this boss? Oh, there he is. I want to get some more of this War Maiden stuff. In fact, that will be another update this week after the tanks. I'll be releasing the Templar build. The update for the build even. Already did some testing with that one on PTS, so I'll make sure that that one's pretty good. It's already not really struggling with sustain. I just need to tweak it a bit. Check is the culprit. Keep going from WoW to ESO. A lot of people do. No! Did you kill it? Maybe not. Hello. Whoops, wrong screen. See if he killed it or we're waiting for a spawn. I think I'll get one more kill here and then I'll you're not streaming? Yeah, I am. Yep, you're live on TV. But yeah, after this kill, I'm gonna wrap it up and head out. But let's see what this drops. Got one War Maiden piece off of it so far. I need to get a 5 piece of it at least, just to try out alongside another set that I have in mind. So we'll see. Come on. Didn't kill him. Bugged. I've seen that before. Had that on PTS. He got stuck in this wall over here, and then I had to run straight out to get rid of it. Laters, Alan, cheers for watching, man. Much appreciated. I'll be doing some more this week as well as the build videos, so keep your eyes peeled. Where's the boss? Where's my boss? No, this isn't gonna work out. What the hell is he doing up there? How the fuck did you get up there? Haha! Nope. Fail. Forget it. We'll go to the other one. This dude's not spawning. We gotta kill one before we go to bed. Where is it? That way. Random question. If I'm using plagued over green pack my tank, what monster set do you think I should run with? Ah, very good. There is a lot of choices, to be honest, but I do like Chudan. 2 piece of that. That's really, really nice. It saves you a buff as well. And it gives you extra health and tops out some really nice resists. Fair that you can just go 1 Chudan and 1 Pirate Skeleton. I like that combo also. And then you can just pump loads of magical recovery into jewelry. Never have to buff because your resists are always up. And that will give you a free slot. I wouldn't recommend Engine Guardian though. I don't like that one. It's too unpredictable. Used to like it. When I first started the game, it was so sought after. People going crazy for it. Not so much now. Ah, I did this last time. Wrong way. Kill me. Is it like Kwama again? And that's exactly why I have my chat hidden. Ooh. It doesn't stack with the spikes, it works instead. So you never have to actually put the buff on. Although I do use it for a bit of an aggro killer, so I personally don't use the set, but the set is very nice. And a really good alternative, especially if you've got a lot to think about with the new changes put in place. It's really, really nice. Definitely one of the stronger tank sets. Hey! Hey! Stunning me around the room. Leaving my wall of elements so I can't get it bloody back. Stay in it. Get in the wall of elements. Filer's axe empowered. Boo! I thought I had something decent then. At least I know the weapons drop off of him. That was interesting. Okay, people. We are 5 minutes away from a 3-hour finish, so I'm going to call it for now. I'll travel back to my house and say bye-bye. Where are we? Classic homes. Travel. Loading times are a little bit slow on the PS4. That's the only thing I don't like. But then I guess PC's faster because you can optimize the parts, speed things up a bit. Come on, hurry up and load. Oh, one more thing about that monster set. You get that from what's it called? Ruins of Mazatan on Vet. But if you do Ruins of Mazatan on normal, now obviously you get the new busts. They're actually heads on a plaque. The Mighty Chudan is absolutely enormous. It's the biggest one I've seen so far. It's his whole head sticking out the wall. Massive thing. It is awesome. But that is it for me. That's 2 hours 55, nearly 3-hour stream. I'll do a few more in the week, and obviously the build videos are coming. So thank you everyone for watching, and of course thank you for the donors on this particular stream, for the new subscriptions, and for everyone who joined the Patreon page on this stream as well. Enjoy the new video, and for everyone who is not part of the Patreon page, you're free to take a look if you want. If not, don't worry, that build video is coming to you in 2 days time. So thank you very much everybody for watching, and good night.
God that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now. London boy, but DC where I reside now. Put the time in while you always yelling time out. And for quit it, cause I know I'm coming with it. You were sitting, you were wishing I was handling my business. Now I got the ball like Harry Potter playing Quidditch. And my business so humongous, you would think that happens in there. Oh man, I'm all that, yeah, I'm all that. Working for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have them yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like, whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters, tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stacks, yo. Woo! Everybody wanna do the same thing. That's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing, and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah. I'm going mainstream. Damn. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.